Okay, I have never played Thea 2, The Shattering. I did play Thea 1, The Awakening, blind on stream, and I enjoyed that game quite a bit. Cool card system, just kind of cool ideas in general. So I'm excited to see it iterated on a bit here. I'm hoping they keep a lot of the same ideas from the first game, but I have no idea what they're going to do to change things, honestly. If it's just more Thea, that's also cool, but let's see. The first game definitely had some rough edges. Whatever they recommend to start with is who I'll pick here. Costs 2 God points. What defaults to this one? Intellect, harmony, mutual love. Okay. Oh, this is already interesting. God points and traits. Customize the traits of your deity. Each card represents a trait. You can mix and match traits from characters and bonus categories. Trait specializes in a different set of domains. Drag it from the traits list and drop it into the matching slot. New traits can be unlocked using God points that are rewarded when you end the game. Start without them if you wish. Okay. Begin with an extra gatherer, a scoundrel. Start with 2 children. Scoundrel and a rat. Craftsman, gatherer, warrior. Begin with 10 to 15 basic food and a piece of equipment. Take a gatherer. Alright, so some of these I have to get, I see, because they match with her trait. So I have to get the scoundrel and the rat, since I don't have anything else that's in that category. Take the extra basic food. So I'll take a warrior. And I don't mind starting with children. I don't know what a scoundrel is yet. That's interesting. God's chosen. Oh, that's interesting. Character with a name. Human scoundrel. A rat. I kind of want to pick a rat, but gatherer, human warrior, apprentice warrior, apprentice hunter. Seen in the company of rats. It seems obvious, but I'm going to try warrior. Warriors are pretty powerful in the last game. We got... This is going to pick one of the cooler looking characters here. Go with this lady. She looks cool. World shape. Islands. Pangea, only for experienced players. Okay, let's stick with islands then. Medium world size. Howdy, Charles. How you doing?
Well, hello there, Chosen. Welcome into the service of the gods. As I am a believer myself, I am happy to be the one to guide you.
I wonder if they tamped down on the text a bit. There's a lot of text. The poor guide voice actor, narrator did a lot of voice acting. Rebuild Thea.
Theodore's the name, but little old me is not...
This is the same character from the first game, I think.
I am here to tell you of some basic rules and hand over any divine objects that may have been bestowed upon you. First and foremost, the cosmic seed. Yes, Thea is far from a land of prosperity. Darkness was defeated.
A different voice actor?
But it is not gone. It lurks in the corners and attacks at night. The Shattering tears the earth asunder, and a scorching light takes hold of folk without protection.
How does it relate to the seed?
The seed, and others like it, is a gift of the divine. A piece of the cosmic tree itself. It can grant great boons.
Like boons.
It allows you to set up a village and provide divine protection there. But if you wish for the life of a traveler, or if you are skilled enough to create another seed one day, this seed can be used to forge divine artifacts, or even bring back a comrade from the clutches of death.
You need to build villages, got it.
Indeed, you catch on fast. Without the seed or different means that other factions may possess, a village attracts the cursed light and is taken by it within days. And if somehow that does not happen, terrors of darkness will drive your folk insane. This is how it has been in Thea for many centuries now. It is why we struggle still to survive just another day.
Anything else I should
Pop
know?
up now and again to tell you things, but for now, you must take your first steps into this hostile land. Remember to check for resources on the map for gathering. Set up camp for craft and cooking, and check your inventory to make sure you are well.
Here, have some wood.
Here, have some wood, so you may heal when camping. My advice is to explore, learn the ropes, and only then decide on a settlement.
Thanks, dude. This is similar, although this menu looks a lot cleaner now. XP and research points, those are also similar. Let me adjust really quick. Get the voiceover to be as loud as possible compared to everything else. I'll make a save, I guess, at the start. Okay. So, move your group from one to another. Left click on the group to select it. Press and hold right. Okay, that just is a quick way to move without having to select it from that list. Camp, group info, equipment, inventory. Can move using the keyboard, press the middle mouse button. Assign unused items to characters. Okay. Can assign any unused item to your people to improve their abilities. Drag and drop an item on a character to do that. Okay, this is the same as the base game. We got a bone shield now. One thing I was hoping for is some kind of like auto equip or something similar, because managing individual characters gets unwieldy eventually once you have a lot of them. I don't think anyone can really fit a shield in here. It looks like everybody has two-handed weapons. Okay. Group info. Manage your group's food and fuel usage. More kinds of food people use, the better their morale. Okay, that's the same. That's cool. Mental hit points sanity. That's new. Don't hate it. Doesn't look like we got an optimize button, unfortunately. That's okay. Press N turn at the bottom right corner of the screen. Active quests.
So, as tradition has it, your god sent me to guide your first steps on
Toggle
this
next to the
new
minimap.
and bewildering island. To get us started, check what resources you have near you. There's a toggle right next to the mini-map.
Yeah, that's fair. I still would like to have it just for like when I want to do a task really quick without having to think about it too much. It doesn't have to be like perfectly geared. Even if it was like optimized for stat, right? Optimized for combat or hex or whatever. Okay. Card symbols means it will lead to a fight.
If you have food and wood, they are always good to stock up on. You need both to heal when camped, and you need a variety of foods to better heal your mental wounds and keep morale high. Oh, and do you know what it means that you are chosen? You are all followers of your deity, but your gods speak and act through the chosen. They have a special bond, so if you die, that's it. Your god loses power and game over.
Interesting.
Now, ready for the task I have for you? Good.
I like that as a
Finally,
change.
my first task for you. Cook or find me some more food, please. To do it, set up camp and choose nice stone oven icon to cook. Later, you can also craft high tier 4+ materials there, or the basket to gather food from the land. This is making me hungry, so hurry up.
Cook and find me food. Okay. Resources are shown. Plants, animals, bones. I see. It's easier to see here. No further than 1 hex away. That's interesting. I'll click on the group. Go to camp in the radial menu. Got it. People on the left, nearby resources on the right. To assign a character to a gathering task, drop them on the right. Okay, same as the base game, first game. It's 11 turns, 6 turns. Oh, I can only assign 2 people to this one. Interesting. Let that roll for now, I guess. Although it's a lot of turns to collect it eventually.
Yummy! Well done! And here, one must have a good drink too. Now, the same way you cooked, you can also craft equipment and later buildings in your village. You can also design recipes to see how they will turn out.
Nut tincture. Consume at your own risk.
Oh, and if you make special food, you need to save for something. Or, more likely, you gather good wood or better food and you do not want it eaten or burnt. Make sure to exclude them. You will find a looking glass icon in your camp on the top left side. And don't forget to spend your research points.
I think I understand.
You can see your research tree at the top right corner. So, now that you have this sorted, I know of an abandoned house you can
Abandoned
explore.
house, okay.
Who knows what mysteries you will uncover there? Remember to check your inventory before you venture out.
Okay, I do have enough research. Or do I need... I think I start with 1 point and I'm close to getting another point if I read that right. So we got... gathering, crafting, food, buildings and rituals. Buildings are pretty strong last game to start with. Remove 1 level of a random curse from all characters in the group. Each group member recovers a part of their faith. Interesting. Perish after 5 turns. Lumber mills provide wood. Yeah, I think the wishing well was pretty strong last time, especially to build it early. Oh, schools, that's new. Like that. Yeah, let's start with the wishing well. Yeah, I'm able to afford it early, we'll see. Hiding. Interesting. Just let them continue to gather for now, I guess. Inventory, village information, rituals, search. We don't want to break camp. Alright, this is where I want to tell them not to eat too much, right? Just want them to survive long enough to gather this stuff, and then I have to build a village, which I'll probably do a couple tiles away from here. And is there anything else I need to worry about? Gatherings happening. It's only 2 people that I can assign to it. Crafting. Probably can't even generate anything for crafting right now. Pick a recipe from the list at the top. Drag and drop materials from the inventory into primary and secondary slots. Select a skill. Preview your item. Press confirm. Okay. Guessing this means I don't have the resources to build any of these things. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make a village first. Design lets you try any recipe you've researched and save it as a favorite for later use. Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah, so I guess this is like so you can save a favorite, because I had that problem where I kept trying to make a specific powerful recipe and I had to write it down in a text file to like keep track of it, which was tough. Cooking. I might be able to get away with cooking here, but I think I need more secondary material than I actually have. Okay, I'll have to do more gathering here in a second. It's probably a mistake to immediately go for this terrain artifact, but what are you gonna do? Stork stands proudly on the top of a tall tree. The bird's beak is lowered. Storks are known to bring good fortune. Nature or intellect versus combat. Alright, I need to view my group to see what I'm good at here, so I think there's probably still a way to filter for what they're good at. Trash attack. Interesting. Someone's a pet boar. These are from equipment. Attractive attributes. So what I want to see, let's see, we've got equipment, food, strength. Looks like they've simplified the number of challenges you can go up against here. Wisdom, mysticism, destiny. Luck, rituals, research, crafting, gathering. Nature or intellect. Okay, hold on. I want to try to understand where this is going to come from. Destiny. Sanity. I guess they probably added sanity and faith as a way to, because this was a problem in Thea 1 where if you did something that wasn't physical, it was much safer, right? Because you couldn't literally die from failing a speech check like you could from failing a combat check. So I assume this is hit points for the other kinds of tasks. Looks like folks have more sanity, so I'm going to guess that's sanity since it's yellow. Let's go. Concept, concept, concept. Melee. Alright, let's give it a try. Play cards from your hand to the battlefield. Click on a card, select a skill, select a slot to cast into. Oh, this is different. Okay. Interesting. Started a card minigame. 8 preparation phases and 2 fight phases. To win, eliminate all of your enemy's cards. Players take turns playing their cards. Ally turn, enemy turn. I see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Fight, fight. Action points and delay are explained later. During the preparation phases, fighters on each side are getting ready, but they don't engage the enemy just yet. Rules of playing a card. You need to pay its casting cost. Okay. Gear. Cards can be played multiple times, and each time they're played, their casting cost increases by 1. That's new. I like that. You want to save your action points. When you run out of action points, click end turns. You'll receive more action points after your opponent ends their turn. When all prep phases end, fight phases begin. Q on the right-hand side shows the order of actions. Cards with the lowest delay are at the top and will act first. So it really seems like they tried to redo the card combat, even though the rest of the game is pretty similar. It's the delay value of the skill they use and also their wits attribute. The outcome of the fight phase will decide if another round is needed. Challenge will last for as long as both players have cards to play during the preparation phases. Okay. Hey, thank you, Sanguine. How have you been? Mesimir. Regular damage. Attack melee, single melee. This shows their delay in the top right corner. Okay. Poison. Stun. Oh, that's interesting. This is my hero character, so if they die, that's very bad. I guess the computer has already played the brain here, and then I have to pick a skill. Headbutt. Melee attack on a single target that increases their delay. Poison throwing. Well, headbutt's the reason I clicked on her. I think I have to choose a location where okay, so it tells me whether I can target them from there, right? Nice. Yeah, someone's going to be putting a single-player tabletop RPG on Subblock eventually. It'll be my first time checking one out. Alright, so I could play her again, but it would cost 2 action points, I see. So this guy's got 14 and 3 shield. Targets an ally. Increases shielding. Oh, it's an instant. Okay, so this is kind of like the spirit of the tactical side of the deck, except now you can play it as like a spell instead of as a character. That's very interesting. And turn. We've got 2 other things up here. 4 damage, 7 sanity, 6 sanity. This is the tankiest one for sure. So we go... I see. So the later you place them, the higher their base delay is when they go down. That's interesting. I like how this is like spiritually the same system as Thea 1, but they've really like sat down and thought about how do we make this make more sense. Okay. With good defense. Just has an attack, that's fine. Yeah, it wasn't worth it, unfortunately. Too much prep for too little payoff. Probably don't need to overstress about this, but... A ranged attacker... If there are no units in front of the user, anyone can be targeted. That's interesting. Okay, so I could put them back here and then freely target one of them. But I guess they're also ranged, so I gotta keep that in mind. I guess I could safely target the brain there. I think I'm understanding that. And turn. Computer, I thought was out of cards, but I guess it had one more. Oh, sure. Okay, so this is another thing they're trying to balance for. Thea 1 had a problem where if you outnumbered the opponent, you just won. But here they can at least replay the card multiple times at a higher action point cost. So I'm not just guaranteed to win if I have more units than they do. Okay. Seems pretty smart so far. I'm enjoying some of the ideas they've come up with. I think anybody I put on the front row can attack the brain. Yeah. I don't know if the rat's worth putting out there. It's probably kind of dangerous, actually. You know, I think I'm not even going to put her out. We'll see. Unspent action points carry over to the next preparation phase. Interesting. I did not know that. Okay, so we got another ranged jerk over here. I don't know that I want to put anybody else out, honestly. It had to be another ranged attacker, but I'd put them somewhere where they're going to get ranged attack anyway. Assume that if you extend the same card out multiple times, that it takes risks multiple times and can be hit repeatedly. Solving battle, right? So select targets for skill 1 of 1. Fix that by default. I don't know if delaying inflicting stun helps me at all if that card is already acted. Interesting, so I'm still able to target back there. A lot of them, if they only have one choice of what to target, they just target the thing they only have one choice of, I see. These two... It's fine. Probably should have changed target there, because I think the rest of them... Oh, they can still hit the back row if there's nobody in front. Okay, I didn't realize that. I guess that makes sense. They, like, travel forward. You free the stork... Its foot is hurt, it's free of the trap. Feel a stork blessing bestowed on your kin, a mental blessing, increase wisdom and intelligence. That's nice. Rejoice. You get some XP and research points. Get an extra research point. All right. Probably another building. I don't know if buildings are as strong in this one. Food and a chance for a pet. Witch hut. A hut and a chicken leg, okay. Baba Yaga. Increases health, physical and mental. Increases the attributes of children. It looks like children are less useless in this. They're not just like pre-adults now. Look at the crop field. I got a lot of things to gather to make it. Okay. Pass. Guess they get better at hiding the longer they stay in the same tile. How's gathering coming here? 3 more turns. Probably want to split into multiple expeditions here. Research artifacts, sometimes acquired after winning challenges. Camping near a terrain artifact allows you to gather it. Resource appears in that spot. You'll find it on the research screen where you can assign people to carry out research work. Interesting. Okay. That's what I'm working on. Uh-oh. Said with bones, excrement, and rats. Tell your fellow vermin that you're only here to say hi and leave them be. The rats nod and let you leave without trouble. I get fur leather and shadow bones. Okay. Cool. This is my last turn for gathering this thing. Oh, that's so unfortunate. I would have gotten it a turn sooner. It's okay. One of your characters gain enough experience to level up. Click on the character icon on the notification area to improve their abilities. Level ups alternate between bonuses to characters' stats and skills. Select the desired attribute for each character and press confirm. You will not be able to roll back your choices. Okay. Wisdom, perception. I do like how they've simplified a lot of this, it looks like. Wits. Limits in health. Pick one of these. I feel like acting sooner is kind of extremely powerful in this, but let's do gathering for now. Because they're both gatherers. They're the ones who found the artifact. Okay. It says that, so I get to do this after finding an artifact that wasn't available previously. So let's go ahead and break camp. And I guess, oh, now there's granite here. Okay. Do you think I have to unlock the tech tree for to be able to use? Abandoned. Oh, that's a bee's nest.
You find
Oh, never mind. This is the abandoned house.
It is nestled amongst some trees and looks rather old. Inside, the place is surprisingly lived in and well taken care of. There is even a fireplace. You hear an old woman's voice croak at you.
It is the same voice actor. Okay.
Well, dinner guests. How splendid. Do come and stay forever.
She's just kidding.
There is no way out. The doors are gone. You will have to face this hag to escape.
Convince her to let you go. It seems like they've simplified the skill challenges to red, yellow, or purple now, which is nice. And added complexity in the form of the skills that units can have. Okay, she just has her one card. She's got ranged 16. Good God. Let's see what the other details of her card are there. Okay, so I can't physically go before her, or maybe I can actually. Let's see. I can, so that'll stun her back a little bit. It adds 2 to her delay, which means she'll go on 15. So as long as I can have people go before 15, they'll be able to stack effects on her here. I'm worried about playing my rat, because she could fuck up my rat pretty easily. Want to know what that ×2 beast thing is? I can't get a tooltip for it. That's it for a 9. It's potentially an AoE, it looks like. Alright, so I expect she's going to play herself again. She did. That's 13 and 15. So I can still play somebody as long as it's less than... I guess it's technically less than 15, because what I'm curious about is, does this stun effect affect her twice, or only the card that I select? I suppose we'll find out. Okay. You only cost 1. Oh, we got a lot of options here. Summon Boar. Summons a creature to the battlefield. Only 1 copy of this character is submitted on the battlefield at any time, so it's like tokens. I do think it would be nice if this game was more heavily tutorialized. Like, I get it because I played Thea 1, so I can see how this is an improvement in the base game. But if this was somebody's first Thea game, I think this would be really overwhelming. Targets an empty card spot in an ally melee row. Okay, that makes sense. Immediately triggers the sub-skill effects. So we want attackers coming out first, I think. Somewhere there's just a combat tutorial that you can trigger whenever, I guess. Okay, this character's protected if I put them behind her. And I don't think she has enough to play herself again, if I understand the mechanic. Okay, yes, she doesn't. So I could play somebody again, but it would be more expensive. But that might be the way to go here. So I'll be able to delay her a second time. And I can probably put that ranged attacker behind her again. So she carried over points, was able to play herself a third time there, I understand. Everybody's still acting before her now, though. And I only have one action point remaining, so... I don't think I want to put anybody else out. I guess if it says a little ranged icon up here, then they're able to do a ranged attack, so I may as well do somebody with range. I'm worried about her getting hit twice, but I think she's going to get delayed enough that it won't be a problem. All right, let's see what happens here. It's fine. Stun happened. And it only affected the one card, it looks like. Ow. Thank you for not killing me instantly. I appreciate that. Ouch. We should have this now, I think, in phase 2. I don't know how ongoing damage works here.
You are nice. I won't hit you. In fact, here is a small gift before I go, Chosen.
A package is left for you, and the hut changes back into an old, decrepit building.
Herbs. They did take sanity damage, which I assume I can recover by resting at a camp.
Well done indeed. As Chosen, it is your job to stay alive. You must either dominate the lands or solve the Shattering's mystery, or else all is lost. And for that, you must live. I shall be back soon to give you a final task.
He disappears.
Low sanity alert. This is... Improve their morale by providing varied food. Oh, okay. That seems pretty important. Gather some food quickly to avoid starvation. Well, it'd be a fun way to die immediately. Didn't actually start near a lot of food here, did I? I think it lets me gather anything within tile radius of me here. I don't think they can just eat the grain, so we'll see what happens. I may as well try to get some iron too if I'm already standing here. And I know I can go into this menu and allow more food, but I'm going to wait until all of the... I guess they're just eating seaweed? Probably isn't helping. Let me try to improve the morale so that nobody with low sanity bails here. Beastmaster or beast? Dominate the swarm to do your bidding. It's the second time I've fallen into a room full of rats. Observe the rats. Stop a group and question them. Yeah, let's question the rats. Why not? Oh, no, let's not do that. I guess it's already too late. Because I can only use the rat, I think. Oh. Rat versus rat. I'm pretty fucked. I have shield and they don't, though. Two rats is too many rats. I'm in big trouble, and they all have. Everybody has delay. It looks like. Oh, that was a nice first hit. Now, if only I were placing them better, I could take one of them out here, but I'm gonna die before I get to do anything. Wow, that was really good. They swarm you and you're forced to drop some of your cargo. Also, everybody lost sanity. Oops.
Now that you have had a little time to get your bearings, how about doing me and your gods a bit of a favor, eh? You'd have to go to a place and deal with some trouble. As you remember, to set up your first village, you will need to find the right spot and gather materials. Or you can just choose the life of a wanderer. But either way, there will come a time when the gods ask you to do battle, to solve the Shattering's mystery. For now, your job is to live long enough to face those challenges. Not very glamorous, I know. But listen, there is a small village of Slavians not far from here. I ask you to seek them out and help them out of their troubles if you so wish.
What sort of help?
Final rest from their heresy.
I guess I can't back out of a card challenge once I click on it.
Resolution would suit us just as well. Your choice. Let us just say they do not follow the path of the gods, but have strayed into the arms of fallacy. Now, typically, our gods do not care, but the culprit was a chosen, like you. Thus, it is a case of teaching one a lesson.
Teaching them or you?
He only smiles.
Thanks, y'all. Nine villagers, 3 food, 24 fuel, hiding, gathering grain. The game doesn't actually let me build a village yet, right? So maybe shouldn't have gone into the tech trees I went into so early. You start with a village in Thea 1. Food related maybe, goblin recipe, grandma's treats, Slavic dishes, vegetarian choice. Well, I have almost all of those. Okay. Some bees. Well, shit. Damn the gods and their divine games. The strain of this dark world is too much, and so you have abandoned your duties in search of a peaceful life.
Duty.
The rat left my party due to shame for failing to convince the other rats. I'd like to settle down and build a village, set up a camp, then open a crafting screen and create an idol. Building an idol requires a cosmic seed. Okay. It's painful. I've already learned enough things that I kind of already want to start over. Should I do that? Is there an abandon option? End game. Yeah, I think I'm going to start over now that I think I get it a little bit better. So let's do... Oh, that didn't actually end the game, did it? It just closed out of it. I don't know if I have the ability to abandon. Is that report a bug, character list, domination, victory, logbook, god traits, factions and loyalty. Let me see. I'm gonna Google it really quick. Thea 2 abandon game. I don't think it's an option. I think I just have to start a new game. Yeah, oh well. Let's try the nature god instead. And we'll do the gatherer. Could get a giant spider, that sounds nice. A hunter. Animal senses. Gathering attribute is increased, okay. Warrior. Don't get the scoundrel and a rat this time, although that was pretty fun last time. Start with more food. And children. I'm gonna do the same lady here. Ziavana, and I can skip all of the opening, like, dialogue trees.
Well,
Skip
hello.
story,
All right.
leave. Yes, thank you. All right. So this time, let's not immediately start gathering an artifact. That's maybe a later time thing to do. Let's explore around a bit. Let's not go for buildings first this time. Let's go for new cooking options. Probably gonna go get more seaweed.
So, as tradition.
Cook him some food. Give me a minute, dude. So we want to gather seaweed. I do like that they've limited the number of people on a task. That's nice. Cooking. This is much easier to make than the other stuff I had access to. Pickles. Pickled gherkins. Okay. So I can do seaweed too, which I'm about to gather. I'm gonna do that instead. Green soup. I have one really good crafter. A child who's not so good as a crafter, but I like that the children aren't just useless. That's nice. Nice change.
Yummy. Well done. And here.
Okay. I know already. Alright, so we need to tell them not to eat everything every day. Oh, they make a lot of soup. Interesting. I think I just want to chill here for a minute and make a bunch of food, so I'm gonna try to do that. It's interesting that they make so much. I'd expect cooking to be like more input, less raw materials, so it's like higher quality food, so you can have more of the like morale variety buffs from having multiple people eating. Set them to help with wood, I guess. Got rats coming over here. That's the house they want us to go to. Just want to get a decent amount of starting food here. Where are we at now? I need to turn these off so as not to... Still click on my characters. There we go. I got a nice 119 green soups. All right. I'm gonna keep doing this until it says I'm running out of these vegetables. Pack of beasts approaches. Fight. All right, I will probably start auto-resolving eventually. The first game was pretty good about auto-resolve, but I want to make sure I understand the combat system first. Let's see. Physical armor, select allies, add armor to characters. Brute force. Icons mean different things. I wish this was better about giving tooltips for things. I can beat the rat if I play somebody right now. Still, they get to do enter the battlefield damage. Okay. So it looks like that's the same as the first game. And then anyone else with delay 1 has ranged attacks. Actually, neither of them have ranged attacks. They have instants, it looks like. Oh, no, I guess that's what the poison throwing dagger is. Disregard. That's incorrect. So he'll get to go first. His delay is lower than I was expecting, so I assume something happened when I played him that applied instant delay reduction. think anyone here can affect more delay. I think this is saying it does double damage to beasts, but no worries. 15 is later than I'd like. I don't think anyone can go any sooner, though, really. Go in between rat turns. Probably want to put somebody else tanky in the front here. I really like how this keeps the spirit of Thea 1. Do something to damage itself to place itself out more like that. Do the piercing attack again. Oh, but you have to be directly in front of them for that to work? Okay, I think I understand for next time. Hit for 8 as a ranged attack. Deals extra damage if the target has armor, which these guys do not. Oh, sick. Okay, there's only the one rat left. Rat's gonna get to hit somebody for 5, but everyone in the front is fine. Oh, we're good. Never mind. I got some meat and some bones. Suck it, rats. All right, how much? Okay, I think I can rest one more time, and then I have to give them new food that they can eat. Really easy for me to, like, accidentally lose track of them. Green soup. Okay, it's a pretty good base. They can be eating green soup now. I can start moving them somewhere else. Break camp. Theodore's quest is over there. This looks like a ruin of some kind. Scout the area first. All right, I think my current team is maybe better physically. Let's see. Oh, I got people who are pretty good at sanity. Mental armor on the right. Okay, versus physical armor. Interesting. I don't know what filled in cards versus cards with black backs means. Does that imply like what the consequences are going to be or something? Try this. This means I get to go first, which is nice. I want to throw her out first because she does enter the battlefield damage. Partial damage doesn't stay after the challenge. You don't get to use your equipment. Oh, okay, interesting. Pierce. Targets the one closest enemy. If the attacker stands in the melee row, the attack will splash onto another enemy standing behind the main target. Interesting. If there was someone back there, which there is not. Okay. Guys could have armor. Sure. I really like the way this benefits you for having a few strong characters and using them repeatedly, potentially. Like I said, the previous game was pretty much all about numbers. If you had a big enough party, you just kind of won. Feature armor. True damage. Okay, and they're pretty slow because they're zombies. That's my only choice, I think. Didn't break through the armor. Oh, that always does piercing. That's cool. Physical blessing, mental blessing. Nice. The unliving lie deader. Okay. Research material acquired. Broken skeleton. That's interesting. Haven't seen that before. Let's go do the Theodore thing. At least I'm not going to starve to death this time.
You find Theodore.
The
Inside,
crazy old
the
lady
place is
again.
surprisingly lived in and well taken care of. There is no way out. The doors are gone. You will have to face this hag to escape.
Use your mind to get out of this pickle. Yeah, let's not. Okay, she hits like a truck again. I don't have much option in the way of delaying her. I think that can still hit her there. Yeah, nice. Hopefully she plays another instance of herself. Rats! Rats. Okay. She did not do that. I should be able to kill this rat. Might be overkill though. I think I have to carry some of these action points over if I don't use everybody here. Target enemy seen anywhere on the battlefield, 7 damage. She plays herself again, which makes sense. I thought I was going to be able to hit the rat with enter the battlefield effects, but I think that's only this guy who does that. Let me try to understand why. Is it this first strike that not everyone has? Okay. That's why. Witch is dealt with, but I still have to deal with the rats who are annoying. But who don't do enough damage, I think, to matter here. Okay, cool. I really like this system.
You defeat the witch, and the hut changes back into an old, decrepit building.
Bone Wand. Attacks at a distance, requires both hands, deals double damage to summons. Interesting. I really like how the weapons have skills on them now, too.
Theodore appears.
Well done. Well done indeed. As
Okay, I already heard all this last time before I restarted. What other materials do we have in the area? Oh, everyone got leveled up there. Okay, let's see. Rat Tamir, strength, carry limits and health, gathering luck and health, research and crafting. This guy is a gatherer. Is also a gatherer. I think she wants strength. Got another research point. I want to spend it on more food options here. I'm about to go gather some berries. Feels like having a variety of meals to keep morale up is important, but only if you're doing sanity challenges, which I might mostly avoid. Might let this research point float for a second. Probably do want a wishing well still. Child level up. What's your deal? Pick anything for you, I guess. Currently suck at everything. Force, child growing up, reliable argument, weapon, animal senses, low morale, physical blessing. Let's do wisdom. All right, so we're gonna camp and gather some of this fruit. And coal and wood. Only get that down to 2 turns. Okay, that's fine. Let me see if I can get any better up here. Don't think so. Okay, that seems reasonable. Nobody's crafting at the moment. I can make these tools. I can make gathering tools out of topaz and wood. Or I could just make them out of wood. Gatherer's Aid. Essence that will be used to construct this item. Essence comes from materials and directly affects the skill level of the item. Okay, right. This is a way for you to like eyeball the different kinds of wood. This is 0.5 essence on regular logs, I guess. Forager's Aid, bonus to gathering. Oh, what's the difference between these two? So this is a flat increase. This is a percentage-based increase. Increase rituals, gathering, group carry multiplier. Let's do the flat one for now, because I'm guessing their base values are kind of ass. Two turns to finish that. Just make one for now, I suppose. You know a trick or two when it comes to rats. You find the remains of a lone adventurer holding a flute. He did not know his rat tunes. This game's localization is pretty funny. Hello, you are a crafter. So wisdom, I think. Okay, that means I finished the thing I set out to do before. I'll do another one of these. confirm, and then I could probably equip one of my gatherers. Okay, I actually have some gear already here. That's maybe decent. See a list of everybody. People who are gatherers. We got folks down here. Wooden gathering tool. Got a monster spear. Sandstone javelins, wooden spear. Seems like this is strictly better than what she currently has. There's a little bar, is that trying to indicate like relative strength to me when I eyeball it or something? Bone wand, which I think is the same as this guy's bone wand. Okay. Dark shield. Shields up, increase shielding. Current shield is better. At least it's nice they help you eyeball stuff a little bit more easily. Iron relic. Versus bone artifact. I think that's better. Okay. I guess it is two-handed. Which is maybe a downside. Amber club. Everything else taken care of, I think, here.
Now that you have had a little time to get your bearings, how about...
Got that last time. Too bad I can't click on the Theodore thing to see what exactly it wants from me. Oh, I never assigned anyone to this shit. Oops. She is a baby. So I'll give her the +2. What is this, Mario RPG rules? One of the stat bonuses it offers you is sometimes just better, so you always take that one. I'm gonna finish building the gathering tool, and then I'll move along. Got it, okay. Equipment, gathering tool goes on the other main gatherer. This is a lot easier for me to follow for whatever reason. I don't think they changed it a ton. I do need iron, okay. Which is on the world map, so I will go ahead in that direction. So we're gonna break camp, and we're gonna head up towards this iron. So I'll camp again. Not bad. Get it down to 2 turns. Because we can have a couple people grab some fruit, why not? He's actually a pretty good crafter, so I don't want to assign him to gathering unnecessarily. Down to 3 turns. Okay. New task. Probably go ahead and give more gathering tools to people just so that they have them. I'm probably just going to make one of these. Oh, he can make it by himself in a day. Okay. It's cool that they all seem to get XP for doing stuff. Maybe that was the case in Thea 1, but it wasn't super obvious how that worked. Pack of beasts approaches. Fight. Let's try the auto-resolve. Perfect victory. Oh. Well, I should just always hit auto-resolve. Okay, let's do that. Leave a note to myself. That's nice. How nice of them. Good luck. You have an... Oh, this gives you a trait now. Interesting. Extra shielding. That seems pretty sick to just have that by default. I'll take that. Parry. I also really like the level up system for the characters. It feels quite satisfying. I have no warnings at the moment. Made this guy. I don't need to make any more tasks for them. Although maybe they can already make iron. I need a bunch of iron first. Okay, so I'll wait. A Skashak eating my supplies. Yes, yes, he's forced to play. Don't spoil it for me, game. They put these options here for someone who's played it before. Theodore? Shit, you scared me. I'm not him. He's my third cousin on Auntie Wilma's side, 3 times removed. Whose idea was it? Listen to the story. I appreciate that not literally everything is voice acted now, because I don't think it needed to be. Bully made him steal things. How exactly will this affect you? More stealing demons? Okay. Choose a friend you will visit. Oh, neither of these words mean anything to me. This is a funnier word. Kamuch. Okay. I'm waiting to spend my research points until I actually make a village, I think. Everyone gets new perks, which is cool. Knack for crafting. Specializes in gathering. Yes, none of them right now are particularly amazing at crafting. This guy is slightly. Poison throwing dagger. It's just a thing that he can do. Interesting. Ghostly axe. Damage body and soul. 1.3 perception damage. I'm not super impressed with that. He is a combat character, so I guess I'll take that. Gatherer. Gatherer. Guess I can move to this guy helping out with crafting. Cool stuff. Cool stuff. Okay. We've got curve game and we've got the Theodore tile. I guess I'll go towards the Theodore tile. Let me see if I have enough stuff to make crafting tools yet. I do. Okay, so we do this and then this. Workers aid, increase crafting percentage or flat. I think we want to do flat. Sanity region, that's interesting. Okay. Little kid can barely help. Sit here for 3 days. There we go. Okay. Who then is our current best crafter? This guy, Nasarog. You get the quartz crafting tool. And can make one more of these. He's my only crafter right now, so it's probably not worth using the resources on it. Have more gathering tools I can dole out to somebody. I kind of wish while I was hovering, it showed me their current stat on that side there. 6, 3, 12. Right, you get one. It's fine. Break camp. And let's get moving. I like the look of this game much better. I like it being islands by default. It's a lot easier to like shrink the complexity of the game down a bit because it's kind of overwhelming when you first start playing.
You come to a
So I didn't even get an
village,
artifact this
and
time.
Despite the calm weather outside, you see storm clouds hanging over this settlement and lightning dancing threateningly around the palisade.
You feel this storm will not harm you.
As you walk in confidently, you see several scared faces looking out of their windows at you. Finally, a small group of villagers comes out to face you. The storm. It seems not to touch you. How?
Have you anchored the gods recently?
Oh, that. It's not our fault. It's that fool Zbigniew. He's chosen too, you see, so we listened. And he said the light is good, and we must worship it harder than the old gods. He said Svarog was a fool that cannot tame his own domain, and that worshipping magic and turmoil was evil. We listened.
You listened?
They cower before your anger, but one of them remains defiant despite it all. We are simple folk. We do not understand much, but light should be good. This we know. Your words are so cold, just like Zbigniew said.
Where's Zbigniew?
Well, I don't know. We listened to a chosen one once before.
Okay, I have to talk. I don't have a great team for talking. Auto-resolve. Victory with injuries. At least one of your characters lost up to half their hit points. I really like this. This is great. Probably can't do much better than auto battle, but try. So this guy is my tankiest character. Well, no, I want people with shield first. That's still her. And then he does have a ranged attack, right? Only has a ranged attack. Couple other people here are pretty tanky. Doesn't have first strike here, which makes sense. It's for 11, so as long as he can go first. He is going to go... He won't go before the brain, but he'll go before the magnifying glass or the book. I think the book is more dangerous since it's poison damage, if I understand that correctly. Someone else that can go early. I guess the hunter's pretty good for this challenge. Maybe get a couple people to go early because it's only +4 delay on the next step, or +5 delay, I guess. Okay. Place a second brain. It's a little scary. The second brain does get to go in 11.5. All right, we still just want to go before the magnifying glass. We want to do at least 3 damage. Guy's somewhat tanky, but he'll take some significant injuries if he gets hit. He would go after. Who can go before? Pretty much just these guys. I like how they have the different colors so you can keep track of which ones are copies of each other. That's smart. I only cost the 1. Gonna kill the book for free, so I guess I'll go for the brain. See, the last turn only gets 1 action point, and the first turn only gets 1 action point. I think I missed that before. That makes sense, though. All right, let's see what happens. Who's acting here? This guy? Oh wait, no, it's this guy. So that makes sense, it's the same row. Goes the shield. Objective here is to attack the book. No, he's going to attack the book, so we don't want to do that. I can pick anybody on the board here. I think we want to do the magnifying glass. The brain's going to hit somebody. How much can I clean up after that? There's another 3 damage on the stack. I can only do 1 at a time. Okay, that makes sense. Kill the magnifying glass. Don't have to deal with it now. Oh, I have to hit the brain now, but that's okay. So I'm gonna hit for like 11. And then she can kill the brain. But the book's gonna do damage, but it's not gonna pierce shield. Okay, cool. So I think we win without taking any damage. I really like that they let you check the auto resolve. I think that's smart. Because the whole idea is, I think you shouldn't be forced to play card battles that you're trivially going to win. Faction loyalty has changed. Okay. One more step forward. Leopold, not again. Stop stealing my shit, dude. Oh, a new chosen. Come to smite me, have you? It is one of the leading options.
Good. Let me tell you though, your puny gods can suck it. I've had enough. I stopped. I was fed up with doing their dirty work. I lived my life, and then when light came knocking, I answered, because I like their side better.
Won't harm him. It's not your place to interfere with the course of fate. Guide him back into the divine light.
Zbigniew drops to the floor and swears he will do better. He leaves for the village. Theodore appears.
Magic and harmony calling out for the light of the gods to shine upon this wretched soul. Well done. This is surely the best way to show the power of the gods, eh?
Was that a test all along?
Indeed. Although confronting Zbigniew was needed for other reasons too. Many stoves burn in our divine kitchens, my darlings. Now, I leave you to your own devices, and the gods will surely call upon your services again. But for now, please stay alive.
Can do.
Well met, friends. Now that Zbigniew is no longer troubling you or us, we can welcome you properly.
Interesting. Attack. Seems like a really bad idea. Anything I can help with? Anything needs killing? Vermin nesting nearby. Rid them of us. Okay. I guess they're talking about this nest over here. I want to pick up some more quartz. I think I can get it from here. Oh, I guess not. I have to cross because it's across the river, maybe. More seaweed out there. It still says nothing. Interesting. Don't think breaking camp costs me anything by itself. Scout the area. Attack. Auto-resolve. Perfect. Accept. Yes, thank you. Iron shield and clay. Let me try the iron shield here. I think this view makes it kind of easier for me to eyeball stuff, which I appreciate. That is a comparable shield. Okay. Nobody else has hands for shields. Iron sword, not super good. I'm going to save before I try this. Set traps to lure the rats. Attack. Auto-resolve. Perfect. Excellent. Clay sword. Okay, cool. Dark shield looks better than my existing dark shield. My children leveled up. That's always exciting. I think even just having that so I can quickly eyeball whether something's stronger or not is a pretty big deal. Did not have that option before. All right, so you can pick between outmaneuver, single target attack from a ranged row, 1.2 damage. I think I'll take the luck bonus instead. Let's try to go do this curve game quest, I guess. How are we doing on food right now? Wow, burning through it. Okay, I need to go back and get more seaweed. Start working in that direction. Guess this tells me I have 4 turns of food left. Enjoy your food. Oh no! Skalabog got ill. Oh, I'm getting penalized for... Ah, Leopold, you son of a bitch. Alright, well, hold on. Let me try to cook some other stuff here. It looks like I can make things out of Grandma's treats. Probably worth doing. Observe the rats. It's odd they don't attack you. Follow the rats. An obese rat slumped on a throne. Gross. Perfect auto resolve. A little more level ups here. Warn your ally to be reasonable. Think rationally. Take cover from danger. Protection 5. Liable arguments. I'm gonna take the passive in most situations here, I think. Protective word. Ruins of a human settlement sheltered in a dark grove. No remains of bodies, not even signs of struggle. Svatelko. Lowest form of the Lightbringers, the force that comes from beneath the earth. Oh, I could have attacked immediately, but now I have to defend myself with Spirit, which I don't know if my crew is very good at that. No, I'll resolve manually. Okay. We want the people with the most shielding, I think. Most of these folks can't do shit for damage in this fight, sadly. What do we got? 27-4. Oh, man. Okay. Don't have first strike here. They do not have armor, which helps a bit. Still don't know what that paw print ×2 does. Has to go in the back for that. Oh, okay, because it's a ranged attack. That makes sense. There's nothing enemy can be targeted. Okay. Double damage versus summons. Okay, thanks. Almost certainly gonna end up taking some damage here. There's not too much I can do about it, I don't think. Interesting, that's not good. I get to go before I do now. Could use this, it's maybe not bad. Since he's taking all the damage in the front line there anyway. Let's still take a point of damage, though. Someone who's actually going to do damage would be nice. Ow. Ow. One point of soul damage. Alright, this guy's in a not... His faith is going to be in a really bad spot after this. Oh, I didn't realize that that was an AoE attack. I need to figure out what that was all about. It's a trait, it looks like? Okay, I see. Yeah, I'm not going to do much better than the auto-resolve, unfortunately. -9 faith. Okay. Does resting recover all 3 of these bars? Who are the Vol? Witches or men? Oh, Velis, that was my god in the last game. Who banished them? Where are the Lightbringers? Low food alert. Yeah, no kidding. Hold on. Demon or perception? Demons are hurting you and others for fun. Surely he'd like to help. If not you, then his own friend. Fruit. Lure them with fruit. Okay, thanks. Let me make a text file in advance here. I'm sure I'm going to ask that next session. Thea 2, the Shattering. Health recovers on rest. Sanity recovers by morale drain, i.e. food variety. Faith recovers slowly on its own and quickly with rituals. Cool. Good problem for them to solve. How can he get you in? Bloody human tooth. Thanks, dude. Okay, so I need to, like, chill for a minute. I gotta start cooking some stuff. So first off, let's gather fruit. And let's get somebody assigned to craft now. We want food. Grandma's treats. Delicious jam. Okay, sweet. I like that that defaults to infinite by default. That was kind of like what you should have been doing all the time in the first game, but there wasn't really a lot to help you realize that was the case. I get that down to 1 day no matter who I add? Yes, I can. Okay. She won't get a full one. Well, I'm going to sit here for a minute and try to rebuild up my food stores here. Rats. Excellent. Spider's nest. Cool. Monster bone, wooden wand. I don't think it's as good as my existing wand. Oh, hey! Child is child no more. I already have stats in here. Hunter. Oh, okay, that's interesting. So perception, yellow stats. You can still do combat with them. Wits and chance. Perhaps I can become a healer. I really like my current perception character. Yeah, that's nice. Let's try Hunter. Begin the trials. The child failed its trials and risks grave danger. Oh, interesting. So I guess depending on their base stats, that's how well they do on that or not. Maybe I should have done the purple thing, the healer, instead. Stalk the beast and hunt them down. Fight. Okay. Let me make that note. Always auto-resolve will project results, then let you manually resolve if desired. Okay. Need y'all to start eating this jam. They already are eating the jam. Good. A couple of your folk found themselves a child in the cabbage patch. Hey, that happens. Rejoice. It's in the first game too. A +2 wits. I gotta take. I love the Mario RPG level up screen. It's fun. This game is much more addictive to me than the first one. The first one was rough enough around the edges and required enough like labor on the part of the player to understand even what was going on. That this one's a little bit easier to play. Killed an annoying twat. Why? Set up Leopold. Killing him seems extreme. Is there another way? Demon deal is good as gold. Okay, we got more stat buffs. Let's just do everyone that gets a +2 and something. Reduces the brain power I have to spend on it. I have to discover the tile for this is why I don't see anything. I'm not sure. Probably afford to break camp now. Not the first to arrive. Investigate. Let's try to attack them. Coal and vegetables. Check the west side. Got a new bow. Human scavenger research material acquired. Okay. So, equip bow. I probably want to put that on my recently upgraded adult bone bow. This is worse than her bone bow. Okay, that's fine. I gotta get people some armor. I might need to do that on the tech tree here soon. What all goes into crafting it, though? Robes, medium armors, heavy armors. I have to pick which one? Oh, that's kind of mean. I already do anything like that by default? Probably not, right? Camp to check. Oh, okay. So I have to unlock one of those techs to do anything with it. see. Let's start with robes, I guess. Well, I don't really have easy access to leather, so start with medium armor. That changes everything further down the tree, it looks like. Heavy armor advanced, medium armor advanced, robes advanced. Efficiency in crafting robes. So you use more materials, I see. Seems worth it just to have more choices, so I can make wooden armor and just make some shitty armor for everybody, so everybody at least has something. Okay. Let's keep exploring down to the south, west. Fight the beasts. I wasn't choosing which one I wanted. Okay, I see. It's autumn. Crafting is 25% faster. That's interesting. I think I want to make a bunch of wood armor, so I'm going to go in the forest here to gather as much as I can. All right, so we're going to make camp, and we're going to get fruit, wood, craft stuff. So we're going to craft medium armor. Start by making it out of something else, maybe. 15.6 increased shielding. Oh, attribute up. That's interesting. So, okay, interesting. Increased shielding in all challenges versus increased shielding only in physical challenges, right? Iron and clay is better. Iron medium armor. Right. We're gonna have 22. Start with that. Gonna take 2 days, pretty much no matter what, right? My only real crafting boy. Y'all help just to get XP, I guess. I'll eventually have to switch back to making food. Alright, there's my first piece of armor. Let's put that on the person who causes a game over if they die. Amber robes. No kidding. It's not too bad. Wood medium armor. Can do that much faster. Do it as long as I have the wood to support it. Rabbit traps. Set the traps. Auto resolve. Perfect. Cool. More bones. Good. Let's take the one she's better at. Can't get enough wood to fund all of my armor every time. That's not that much worse, actually. Make sure everyone has armor to start with. It also doesn't weigh too much, which is nice. Alright, so right now she's probably best at being a warrior. Hooray! Cool. I do like the kids having to go out like that. That's fun. So I got another piece of armor here. Don't think I have enough wood to finish the task, but I think he sticks on it until enough wood gets gathered automatically? Question mark. You there. You have a club right now. Probably get you a better weapon. Okay, so it still maintains the splash damage concept, I guess. That's interesting. Bone wand. Clay sword, I'll take that and give him a shield, I guess. Oh, weight's a problem now. Okay. Well, in that case, I guess the club was already one-handed anyway. So it's telling me who can't afford the encumbrance edition. I see why plus 87 is the problem. Sure. More armor. Double armor. Oh, I guess it's just counting up the ones that I didn't dismiss last time. Oh, no, it was actually a double armor. Children can't wear armor. That's good to know. I did not realize that before. Okay. So, let's check everybody's situation here. That is strictly better. That is well, that's all challenges, the robes. I do like that about the robes. It's kind of cool. That's strictly better. I need some people to have shielding and all challenges, I think. All right, so I got an extra armor, but it'll cover Hana when she finishes growing up. So we're going to cancel this task. I think I can do... Might have to break camp to do it. Oh, here we go. Trash task. Okay. And then we're going to cook some more jam. Gathering that here. I'll let that go for a second. And I'm probably going to want to make shields for everybody, although not everyone can really benefit from a shield. I don't want to know what else I'd pick up for them just yet. Yeah, it's probably time to move on. I'm just going to make some food really quick and then we'll get moving. Hopefully the wood armor is going to be helpful. Going to the tavern, into the back room of an ordinary human tavern. Unusual crowd, a bunch of demons. I remember the Pine Canettes. A tooth fairy. Sit down. Bone dice. The more curves and other permitted profanities your man yells, the more points you get. Do you know Leopold? What are the stakes? Exemption from future games for 3 years. No, I want to help the other thing. Use your people skills here to read the others, bluff, and call their bluffs too. He's offering his help. Okay, so everyone loses some faith when we do that. I see. That idiot Leopold will keep being our bitch. Well, shit.
Shaken in your sleep, you wake to find yourself fallen from a hammock onto dry, brittle soil.
What hammock?
Dazed and displaced, your eyes glaze over a land steeped in dark shadows. There is no hammock, no sign of your camp, but there is a dim light flickering ahead. You walk towards the light, and with every step, the shadows part beneath your feet and a path is revealed.
Yeah, let's walk the
The
path.
path leads you to a lone island upon a sea of white sand. The island is only small enough to hold one tiny tree sapling, barely grown from the evergreen soil beneath its long silver roots. And yet its presence is overwhelming as it tugs at the very fabric of your being. 6 stones lie before you.
Really glad they simplified the stats into the 3 colors. I liked having all the crazy stats in the first game, but it was overwhelming. You pretty much had to like specialize in one, but I can understand trying to do all 3 with robes.
And shaped into a heart. One is square and seems to have rows of words written upon it. One is sharp, hot and red with blood. One is made of glass that reflects a single ray of sunlight, even here. You know each stone speaks to the divine domains, and you know approaching them will guide you to your deity.
Nature and harmony.
You smell freshness of the wild forest.
Whoa, different
and
voice
sense
actor.
The watchful eye of the huntress upon you. So you are my chosen. Yes, good. You heard the call of the wild and answered even before knowing it was my voice calling. Now you must be my arrow amongst the lands of the living. The mark of the wild is not for everyone. You must stand in defense of nature in all its diversity, be it the beauty of the green world or the terror of her wrath. Balance is your
Ask for more information.
You must be my bearer, for the land will soon shatter into oblivion.
Oh, she said the thing.
You hear the voice of your god shift, as if they now spoke as all the gods together.
This is the sacred cosmic tree, our divine home and our blood duty.
That's cool.
The crown holds the dark skies where they should be, and while the dark lingers yet in our land, it is no longer all devouring. And yet the tree stands in peril once more. But more so, we all stand in despair.
I guess the Velis campaign I did in the first game is canonical to this one.
The gods fight with forces beyond your reach or understanding, but I believe the real fight awaits below, with you. Marked by the Pantheon, you and those who will join you will find the truth that is clouded from our divine sight.
Cool.
For the cosmic tree felt the danger, and so did our divine parents, Mokosh and Heron, and our eldest siblings, Morena and Veles. The four disappeared, and for a time the earth ceased to break. They also shielded the tree, but this has its own side effects.
Velis was my god in the first game.
The tree is protected, but this protection takes strength from us directly, so we cannot give our full strength to our children. Once again, it is up to mortals and their allies to restore Thea. Marked by the Pantheon, you and those who will join you will find the truth that is clouded from our divine sight.
The voice of all gods speaks to you with sadness.
It is something old, something hidden, something that beckons me to its grasp. Fires burn ever brighter, the sun grows stronger, and yet it feels wrong. Our time here grows short. I know not what path you need to take, but I will guide your steps as you will guide my sight. Go, live, grow, but do not forget your purpose.
Kneel in acceptance.
You will find signs. You will see the wrongs of this land. In time, your true purpose will become clear to you. Be well, my children.
Training. I've got a Lightbringer's quest. Don't think I always get a map marker for quests. I'm gonna keep exploring here in a second. Alright, Yonka. Take a destiny point, why not? Basically always gonna do the Mario RPG choice. even if it's like wrong for that character's class. Lapiduck, those are in the first game. Overgrown Toad. Humble Servant of Velis. Max Sanity. Oh, that's pretty cool. Sick. That's kind of a huge buff given their current stats. Investigate. Attack. Auto resolve. Fine. Similar bone wand. I love that weapon strength bar. That's one of the smartest things I've encountered. Spiritual curse. Boo. Okay, well, I've definitely had problems with purple. People are still having their faith recover. I had a thing that lets me recover from curses, but I think it's a fixed building, which kind of sucks. At least the curse only lasts a couple turns. Uh-oh. Yeah, hey, scavengers. Oh, they lost some health. I'm gonna have to dig, but I can't use my weapons. Okay, so it's a physical challenge that doesn't involve equipment, basically. Well, this is really not good. Apparently I succeeded, though. 3 quartz. Let's camp, so we gotta heal some stuff, and I'm gonna go ahead and gather the seaweed. I forget, if I overdo it, I get multiple copies of the item, right? Like, I do it as many times as I can get to 45. 275 divided by 45. I wish it, like, showed that number over here. May as well try to gather some meat. Don't think I have anything compelling to craft. I need a cosmic seed to make rings. That's kind of fucked up. I do need to build an idol. Gotta find somewhere to settle down, though. Probably not here. The research point. Okay, what do I want? This is a much more interesting research system, even though it's quite similar to the first game. Jewelry. Yeah. Ranged weapons, artifacts, scrolls, pole arms, swords. I do like enter the battlefield damage. I can eventually make it out of double wood. I'm going to save the point now. Do one more step of gathering.
Weary from your travels, you come across a small hamlet, and you are invited to rest and eat with the family. They also offer their stables as a place to camp if you need to. You get a warm meal and are invited to listen to folktales from the old Baba. The children ask you many questions about the wider world, and you are somewhat relieved when it is time to sleep.
Yeah, this one's really good, Mouse Master. I'm enjoying it better than the first game. I'm about to wrap here in like 2 minutes, though.
You rise from the gravel and dust that surrounds you. Mere steps away from you, a deep gash has
That
swallowed the
sucks.
farmhouse that gave you refuge the night before. Dust and debris are all that remains. You search the debris for other survivors. There was a family of 6. The little girl gave you her doll to keep you safe at night. There are no signs of life.
Damn.
In fact, you realize that it is very quiet and still here, as if time itself has halted. You look down the chasm to check for bodies, but instead of the darkness you expected, you are blinded by a ray of bright light. The light dims, and before you stands the family. Their bodies are twisted and broken from the shattering, but they seem unhindered.
It's a good way to like
Their eyes
put you in connection with the event they're trying to tell you about.
Unnaturally relaxed even. At first you assume they are now unliving, but you can see blood still pumping in their veins and their hearts beating slowly. They walk away from you without a word, moving together in unnerving unison.
Call out to
There
them.
is a sense of overwhelming harmony, an exuberant blast of light and order that stifles your mind and soul. The gods favor balance, and these people, or whatever got them, is destroying it. Your bodies freeze and you hear the light calling you, but your bond with the divine keeps you safe for now.
Harmony we must
You
trust.
try to talk, but they do not engage. Do they even hear you? You are unsure. Instead, they try to embrace you, and their light attempts to engulf
These
you.
blessings always have a
Feel
turn limit,
encouraged by
right?
Your steadfast resolve for peace, but clearly they do not share your belief. Your divine bond protects you, and eventually the enemy moves away, blindly following some unheard call.
Sorry, Sklabog. Future Marstead, I put some notes in the text file for Thea 2, The Shattering. You have made armor for your entire crew. If you look into group info here, you can select from it. This game, if you remember Thea 1, it's similar enough to Thea 1 that you should be able to remember how most things work, aside from the notes I put in there. You were thinking about picking up the polearm upgrade in the research tree. Once you get tier 2, it's over here. Polearms still have enter the battlefield damage, which is pretty strong. Also, this little girl leveled up. Whenever you get a level, you get to pick from 3 things, and it works like Mario RPG. One of the 3 things has a higher boost, so I guess I'm going to take wits here. But keep an eye on your food count if you need to make more food. If you set up camp, you can craft the raw materials. You currently have a cooking recipe for jam and vegetarian choice, and you've mostly been collecting this fruit here. You're still looking for a place to like settle down and build a an actual like village. To do that, you have to go to crafting task and go to buildings, and you have to build the idol, which uses up your cosmic seed. So you haven't picked up any of the building upgrades like you focused on a lot in the first Thea, because you haven't chosen a place to settle down yet. I would pick somewhere that has the berries and the seaweed and wood nearby, because you've kind of focused on wood right now for things like armor and gear. Maybe explore the rest of this continent a little bit, stop and make some more food if you need it, but you can always retreat up here. This would probably be a fine place in the woods here to make a village if it'll let you, because you can gather for food and fruit for free right there. And it's not too bad. This game is really good. Thank you for keeping it on subblock. I am enjoying it very much. I like it a lot better than the first Thea, and I had a good time with the first Thea.